me pirate treasure. Hey folks, you got the Hell Deep Digger here, and we're going to be going over a finds video. Well, actually, that's not really true. So let me tell you what happened. I was out in the field, and I was metal detecting, of course, and I could have swore I had another package of batteries. And I did, because I always carry a spare package of batteries. Rule number one, right? Anyway, I start running out of battery juice in my camera, go reach for the spare pack, and I notice I have a package of AAAs and not AA's, the batteries that my camera uses. So I had to stop filming. Anyway, I did manage to film for a couple of hours or so. I will show it right after this finds video. These are the finds from the video. So I only was able to capture a limited amount of finds on film or video. And so with that being the case, let's take a look at what I got. Alright, so here it is. And let's go ahead and zoom in on there, or zoom in, and take a look at, these are the clad quarters. And looks like I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of those. Alright. And the site that I was in, well, I'll let you see that on the footage. But the site that I was at was very, very unique. You'll see that again once we go through the finds. And then, of course, here are the dimes. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27 clad dimes. And then the pennies come next. And I'm not going to count them. There are just a bunch of them. Alright. And then right up here we got, we got some rings. And, this is all junk. All bling type of stuff. Nothing very special there. But you know what? A ring is a ring, right? And I think everybody will agree with me that and all the other metal detecting videos that you see, they're counting rings that are just as bogus as anything else. Now here's a nice little piece right here. This is a sterling silver or .925 piece of jewelry. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but this is like one of the second ones or similar types of links that I found. And I think there's got a mother of pearl inlay and some cheap stone, but I'm not sure exactly what that is. Alrighty, and then right over here it looks like I got the one lone earring, and it looks like this was copper, gold-plated copper at one time. It's actually pretty cool. Those are leaves, and they're on a chain, and there's the actual piece that goes into the ear. Again, junk, but just a really cool looking piece. Alright, and then over here we've got the junk related items, the scrap and the pull tabs, and I don't know, I guess metal. You can see a bunch of them right there. And of course the old standard key, and you know, this is cool. I think I found one of those buttons, but you know, an old broken eye hook, pieces of pipe, and hell, I don't even know what that is, a broken cap. That's really cool. This was a snap off of fashion designer Jean, I guess, a fleur-de-lis snap, and I like that. You know, kind of cool looking. And then another crappy ring. I thought this was gold, but it's just gold plated. Keys and whatnot to your automobile, and zipper pull, and this kind of stuff right here was part scattered throughout the place that I was at. It was just everywhere, so it was just really hard to you know, get at real accuracy with all sorts of these screw electronic components smashed up and scattered throughout the field area. Again, another key. Now over here I got my handy dandy Good Finds collector or reservoir or storage kit, whatever you want to call it. And let's take a look at here. This is actually a pretty neat thing. You see that I got a little tie-in on that, and it's got a butterfly or large clasp, and it's got you know, an O-ring or a D-ring, and it seals and it actually floats. But in here is where I keep my good stuff. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Alright, so the first item I'm looking at is a 1941 S Mercury dime, and when I hit that, that was nice, and it's not in bad condition, you know, so it's a common Mercury dime. And then over here, much to my surprise, got a nice buff. It's dateless, rather smooth, as you can see. You know, the back side is probably even worse, but the front's not too bad. It's dateless and actually quite smooth. And then over here I've got you know, a couple of wheatback pennies. This one right here is a 56S. This is a 54S, and I believe this is a regular 1941 wheatback. But you know, I like this case because it floats and it's watertight, and I usually reserve it, you know, to house or take care of my real nice items. And you can tell it's got some quality craftsmanship to it. You know, basically, see, and that's a really nice clasp right there. Yeah. It's got a rubber backing there, and I enjoy it. You know, I tie it onto my vest, and when I'm in the water it floats, and because of that seal it doesn't leak, so whatever I do find stays nice and dry. Hey folks, you got the Hell Deep Digger here, and I'm at the old, well, this used to be an old drive-in movie theater. And you can see that the posts are still up, some are torn down. But this is the second time I've been here, so stand by, let's see what we got. We're gonna go have at it, see if we can get some old money, some silver. All right, so on to the next one. Okay folks, it looks like my first find's just a clad dime, and as you can see, the surface is fairly rocky. It's got this gravel, and that was intentionally put down in you know, outdoor theaters, drive-in theaters, to keep the dust down so it wouldn't interfere with the screen. So I'm not close to the screen yet. I'm not in the front rows, but yeah, this is my first find. Looks like it's a clad dime from 1978. That, you know, that's the heyday of drive-in theaters. Yeah, so there you have it. First find, 1978 clad quarter, just below the surface. All right, on to the next one. Okay, I'm in the front rows, and as you can see, there's a considerable amount of of damage to this old drive-in movie theater. You know, each one of those blocks on the ground used to have the servicing, you know, when cars pulled up to it, they'd plug into it. In later years in the 70s, they were able to clip that onto your antenna, and you could hear the audio portion of the movie through your radio. In the late 50s and 60s, they had the actual speaker box hooked up to the post. So, haven't found anything really significant. Some clad, a lot of crap, a lot of nuts, bolts, washers, that kind of stuff. So let's continue on to the next one. Okay, looks like my next signal is a nickel. Again, almost surface find. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a clad nickel from 1960. And see if I can zoom in on it. Yeah. Yeah, come on, focus. I apologize for this inconvenience. Nobody likes to see footage of unfocused subject matter, but there you have it. 1960 clad nickel. Right, on to the next one. FYI, these electronic parts are scattered throughout this drive-in movie theater. They're all over. If they're not intact, they've got a bunch of screws and nuts and washers scattered everywhere. Really hard to detect, even with a small coil. And there's an example of what I'm looking at here at the old drive-in. And as big as this place is, it's actually producing very little results. I've had some clad, some nickels, dimes, and lots of pennies, all in the 60s, early 60s through early 70s.
He's a hell deep digger, yeah!
How deep are you going down today, baby?
Hell deep.